I spent 4 years, 2 terms in the New York State Senate before going to the House of Representatives, and I remember witnessing this dysfunction that exists in the system, where from the executive budget proposal in January to the end of the fiscal year, at the end of March, beginning of April, that we would make education advocates come up to Albany begging for education dollars, having to create a new state budget, having no idea what kind of money they would have for the next school year. We need to overhaul the education aid formula here in the state. There needs to be more consistency and more predictability, and stop with these games of pitting region against region, Republicans against Democrats, and making children and education advocates beg for money. We've seen it with veterans too. The PFC Joseph Dwyer Veterans Peer Support Program is a program that I had created when I was in the state Senate. And every year, the governor proposes to defund it, and you require veterans and veteran advocates to come up to Albany and beg for this peer support money for post-traumatic stress disorder and traumatic brain injury peer-to-peer support. So we need to stop some of the madness and games that are going on up in Albany. It is so important that we have a balance of power. Right now, we have a one-party Democratic rule in Albany with super majorities in the Assembly and Senate, and the impacts on cost of living and taxes, on public safety and cashless bail, and not supporting our law enforcement enough, the quality of education in our schools, many of our kids not yet back to fully in-person learning, and of course all of the embarrassing, disgraceful scandals coming from Andrew Cuomo. Of course, that initial deadly nursing home order and cover-up is enough reason alone for him to resign.